This manifest I was praying on. If you listen closely, there's a few bars I'm playing on. It took me all these bars to say I'm saying cuz Chazza is here to stay in Oz.
Babyface Mal. Yarab. Okay, I have heard this song many times by now. But I'm doing a reaction because I want to give my thoughts on it and I want to point out a few things. So this is not a first time reaction. I have heard this plenty of times. And spoiler alert, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah? This here?
QIF quick caps او handle استغفر دم دير for a hell of it دم فرود روح ابيض بدي كف بكوس عم عرب.
I don't know what he said. Nah, on a level though, on a serious level, and I've said this recently, and I'm going to use this video and the Cahooks one as a real talking point for this. And I'm really enjoying tracks that are coming out now, specifically related around drill as well. Not saying that this is specifically drill, because I'd say this is like an offset of it. It has elements of it, but it's not just out and out drill. But I'm enjoying these tracks that are coming out, using and infusing different cultures within their tracks, especially when that artist is from that background. It means even more. And I think Mal's taken a really good opportunity here to include that. He's included this Arab culture within the instrumentation through the video. Everything about it represents him and his culture, you know? And I really do believe in that. And I know we're really early in the reaction. I'm already waffling a lot, but I just really like it, man, because name another Aussie artist that has a track that sounds like this. And if you can, hey, fair play. But there's not many that come to mind. Absolutely amazing job.
QIF quick caps او handle استغفر دم دير for a hell of it دم فرود روح ابيض بدي كف بكوس عم عرب. خيط هيك زي السلطة ديما عم امي بتقول يا رب ما انت بخرف جاي من مزاج جاي من برف. QIF quick caps او handle استغفر دم دير for a hell of it دم فرود روح ابيض بدي كف بكوس عم عرب. خيط هيك زي السلطة ديما
this 8 bar that repeats twice for the first 16 as the drums all build.
امي بتقول يا رب ما انت بخرف. Gang with Moses, gang with Borough, gang with Habs, gang with Straps, gang with Gal, them Gal go backs. You know the vibes, she knows the raps. You think I'm asleep, baby, relax.
Don't be sleaze, baby, relax. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. You can't, don't chat to me about confidence. Don't chat to me about confidence ever. Listen, when we're talking about steez, when we're talking about, I don't know, I'm having a mind blank, but you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about it, don't talk to me.
Gang with Habs, gang with Straps, gang with Gal, them Gal go backs. You know the vibes, she knows the raps. You think I'm asleep, baby, relax. Damn, I wanna see you do your belly dance. Shake it, I'm bouncing until you cramp. Yoli, yoli, yes, they know that we bring that. She should smoke, yeah, it's been that.
Just listen to the instrumentation. Please listen to this. I'm going to double check this before I say this because I 100% do not want to get this wrong. Ignore the credits that we're looking at. Actually, no, pay attention to what we're looking at. That's all the video stuff, and we will get to that. Who has produced this, though? There you go. Max Kearsley and Jordan Blanche. I hope I've said your names correctly. I hope that they are the producers for the track and not producers for the actual video. Director Jordan Blanche. Oh man, I don't know actually. They might just be video. Either way, Mal, I know you're going to watch this at some point. Can you please credit who the producers are for this? Because they have absolutely smashed this. Unless it comes up at the end and then I'll be able to know. Because I haven't actually sat through the video, ironically enough. But yeah. Listen.
They know that we bring that. She should smoke, yeah, it's been that. God forgive me, I've sinned bad. In the water, call me sin bad. Speak my game, then I'm in that. She like my vibe when I bring that. Say my name, I'm a king, baby. They talk a lot, but we spin that. My pseudo brother Sierra Leone brothers on finesse. Double
And I bet this goes off live. I bet in a club or at a live show, I bet this goes off.
six in a flesh. Come around and get blessed. Go on, know my name, oh, you don't worry, don't need that caress. Double
I like how he's separating one syllable words. Like blessed is a one syllable word, but he's dissecting it into blessed, and he's like forcing it to be a two syllable rhyme.
There's two girl with my cousin after the sesh. I was at Juma with a pack on me, I had to do what I had to. I only gave his shit back, and my blood said give it back to you. When I say teta, I gotta make sure that she don't see my tattoos. I done some evil, still it's halal gang, you been blessed if I slapped you. QRF, quick caps, I'll handle it, stuff for the law, done there for the hell of it, done fraud.
That shot there, crazy.
I slapped you. QRF, quick caps, I'll handle it, stuff for the law, done there for the hell of it, done fraud. روح أبيض بدي كف, of course I'm Arab. يا أخي يطع.
Someone translate this, because I know I know he's saying something. I know he is. I know he is.
زي صلاة demons عم أمي بتقول يا رب ما أنت بخرف gang وموزات gang وبرف QRF quick caps أو handle it stuff for the law done there for the hell of it done fraud روح أبيض بدي كف of course I'm Arab يا أخي أنت هيك زي صلاة demons عم أمي روح أبيض بدي كف of course I'm Arab.
So that's an Egyptian flag, I believe. Turkey.
يا أخي أنت
Is that Zimbabwe? One on the right. I don't know about the one on the left. I don't know. I want to say I've got 2.5 points out of 4 there. 2.5.
هيك زي صلاة demons عم أمي بتقول يا رب ما أنت بخرف gang وموزات gang وبرف straight from the barbecue in my cousin's crib to the club y'all brought some food the community
I love that. Alright, straight from the barbecue to the club. We're in.
straight from the barbecue in my cousin's crib to the club y'all brought some food the community know what I'm on they still trying to make their daughter my boo this stop bitch
The community know what I'm on. I'm still trying to make their daughter my boo. I listen. Your daddy better hide his daughter.
some food the community know what I'm on they still trying to make
His daddy better hide her. You know what? Never mind.
their
Never
daughter
mind.
my boo this stop bitch at the club got booty she show me what it do
Yeah.
I don't know if I ban her look I heard she let the shabab run through I gave tick to this cunt he said trust me I'm Muslimin I ain't seen him around in a minute apparently now he's on his deen my cousin told me this p***ing cunt said he'll ching him when he see him I'm on ain't built like that just message me when you see him QRF Babyface I was doing dirt but I look miskin I had my wig up blown off for Abiyad Bastiyat Keen Booba babies
There's gonna be so much stuff going over my head, man. There's so, like I'm not getting the full experience of this track, but people who can speak, is it Arabic? 100% they're getting the full experience.
Offered up with his booba raised me. You could've just paid me. Why I ain't seen y'all with the hoods I laid? I slapped Duke in front of his family. Do what I want, my brother, I'm heady. They know the gang, so they move wary. Beef with each other, the only ones daring. We bringing culture to the streets. Refine and pain and make it sleek. All my people say free Palestine. My people righteous, we all gonna eat. QRF quick caps, I'll handle the stuff for the law. I'm there for the hell of it.
Love
Done
it.
fraud. روح أبيض بدي كف of course I'm Arab يا أخي يطع هيك زي صلاة demons عم أمي بتقول يا رب ما أنت بخرف gang وموزات gang وبرف QRF quick caps I'll handle it stuff for the law done there for the hell of it done fraud روح أبيض بدي كف of course I'm Arab.
You know what I'm gonna do? How about this? Someone translate this, and as long as I'm legally allowed to say this, I'm gonna learn it, and I wanna spit it word for word. It sounds hard. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds sick. How about that? How about that, big man? How about I don't know what he's saying and I still like it? Listen, when we was 9 years old singing pop music, yeah, we didn't know what Lil Wayne Lollipop really meant. We all sung that though. Yeah, listen, I don't care, man.
يا أخي أنت هيك زي صلاة demons عم أمي بتقول يا رب ما أنت بخرف gang وموزات gang وبرف.
Love it. Amazing video, amazing everything. Round of applause, everybody. Huge shout out to Jordan Blanche for putting this video together, because it really does capture everything that I'm presuming Mal wanted to get across and more. And shout out to everyone that, you know, was also a part of that team, from production designers to lighting, you know what I mean? Like, just shout out everyone. And as I said, I really want to shout out whoever produced this, because it's absolutely amazing. If Mal had a part to play in that, if he done that himself, even better, you know, because yeah, I really feel refreshed by hearing a track like this. I feel like it's music like this that we should be pushing within this culture, and I am going to use this opportunity to also talk about that, since I seen Mal put this up only a couple days ago. I think it was either him who shared Pania, or Pania said it and shared him. It was something, an interaction between them two, but it was along the lines of this. It's amazing that we celebrate hip-hop culture, and it's amazing that, you know, we also share music from overseas, obviously America and the UK, but we should be pushing the music in our own country more. Like, we should be celebrating Australian artists way more than we already are. And this is something that I definitely want to help with over a long-term period. Because, you know, being from the UK, I absolutely love it when people, you know, listen to UK music and understand UK artists. And, you know, when I'm out at the club and I'm hearing them sing Central C, Doja, word for word, you know, there is a sense of pride within that. But then I also hear Aussie music come on and I see only half the crowd know what it is. And I don't blame people, especially, you know, the people who are casually into the music scene. Of course, not everyone's going to be music heads like most people who watching this video probably are. But I really think we should be celebrating Australian artists in Australia more. I think there should be less emphasis on trying to break overseas and more emphasis on building us up here first. Yes, it's amazing when you go overseas and break through and do a madness. Kid Laroi is an example of that. He's gone and done that. But to me, I kind of idolize building up your own scene. Hella ironic that the Pommy guy, the UK guy, is saying that. But I do consider myself part of the Australian scene, and I will say us. And I feel like we should be building us up more. I'm not saying you can't enjoy music from overseas. And, you know, if someone turns around to me and says Potter Paper or Gets or Dave or Kano, I will have a long conversation with you that is deep and meaningful about that, you know? But I also would like to have deep and meaningful conversations and deep dives into Mal and Panias and A-Girls and Barkers and Kahooks and, you know, all of these other people, because we've got some amazing artists here too, you know. I feel like when people find tracks like this, they really enjoy it, but it's just not what they're hearing on radio. It's not what they're hearing in the charts. And I'm not saying that everyone has to chart and not everything's about the mainstream, but that does help, because then those casual people who are only listening to those playlists and only listen to whatever but Kada when they're in the car, well, if we have Mal on repeat in those kind of settings, now those casual fans are like, oh, I've been hearing this. And then when we're at live shows and then when we're in clubs, now they're singing it because that's what they're familiar with, not because Central C has been spun 50 million times in a day. Again, no hate towards Central C. Absolutely love what he's doing right now. He's not my I'm not his number one fan, but I really respect what he's doing in terms of breaking over an international market. And I feel like it's fantastic to see what Centch is doing, but he's also played in the UK more than he is anywhere else. And that's because the infrastructure in the UK is to celebrate UK artists the most. You will hear UK artists on the radio more than you will American. You will hear UK artists in our charts more than you will American. Of course, if Drake drops tomorrow again, he's gonna go number one. Of course. I'm not saying to that level, but I just feel like over time, because it's not gonna happen just by me saying this, and it's not gonna just happen tomorrow, but I feel like over time there needs to be a heavier emphasis on artists from our culture that are really from our culture, you know? And of course, including their cultures and their backgrounds within that, but it should be Australian and New Zealand artists that are breaking through in Australia and New Zealand. I hope my message gets across. And again, I'm not blaming anyone in particular. I'm not saying anyone's doing anything wrong necessarily. I'm not saying that. I just feel like we need to start pushing a narrative of making Australian artists become the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying industry plants. I'm not saying give people 7th place trophies. No, good music needs to still be good music. And if people don't like it, of course, you can't force that to be the new popping, viral, trending thing. But yeah, I'll leave my rant there and we might come back to it for another video. But yeah, Mal, I thought I would just use your video as a chance to talk about those couple of things, and I really, really like this track, so I just thought I'd give it a bit of shine, man. So, yeah, here we are. Babyface Mal, Yarab.